Everton. I really want to see how we're going to break down Everton. Like, I want to see how we're going to break down Everton because I don't think put the Portuguese teams or the proper teams. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, like you see the teams from Portugal. Obviously, we'll have some of the teams. Maybe I don't want the Portuguese league. Maybe we'll have some of the teams that sit very very deep as Everton does under their current manager. So I don't know how Ruben's team sort of like thrives against those kind of things because his style is more explosive, always looking for spaces. So when you're playing against a team that is very compact and that low, how does he thrive? So that's what I'm looking out to see on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. So yeah, because Everton is going to come to sit and hit you on the counter. So how do you thrive when you don't have those spaces, those spaces between, to run those passes and those channels to play? So I want to really see how
you even look at Ruben. It's a Man United problem. Under Ole, it was like that. Man United was struggling to break down low block teams. Ten Hag to struggle to break down low block teams. So it's a Man United problem. Not
why I'm saying Ruben is I want to see like his tactical approach like to those kind of games because we know that Eric really struggled once he was up against any team that sat that deep. Like Eric Ten Hag really struggled. He struggled like it was his team almost became clueless once he's up against a side that is that deep. So that's what I'm saying. I want to really see what the team looks like in terms of creating. Over the weekend against an Everton side that we know are going to be really tough to break apart. Yeah. So bits of glimpses. You see, I was really hoping to watch out also for Højlund, and the system is similar to the system he played in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also thought that this. I was thinking to myself that this system may finally bring out some of the strengths of Højlund. His physical and instinctive, striker qualities. And yeah, you see the second goal yesterday is a proper sort of like his goals. We're going to see those games also where he's going to be able to pick counters or pick long balls from the middle of the park and drive them all through to the final third and smash them. They are going to come. If the team sort of like picks that level of consistency and forms, I think it's going to come. We're going to see the best of Højlund really because this is kind of football. That's where he thrives really as a proper central forward. One thing again he has always done well, and he did well yesterday again, was his abilities to sort of like hold up the ball and bring his midfielders and wide players into the game and sort of like run off. And that like
he needs to stop wrestling defenders.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen with time. It's gonna happen with experiences. It's gonna require more coaching. Ruben was very vocal and very clear with that yesterday in his post-match interview. So it's good that it's noticeable and not just by fans. Like the manager has seen it and the manager is even voicing it. So I'm very really hopeful that the whole talking really becomes something productive. Yeah.
Are you expecting a lot of changes
over the weekend again?
Just the way he changed I think 6 players for this match.
I don't think Anthony. I don't think Anthony starts. I don't think Anthony starts. I think Ahmad is going to start. I think he's going to start. He's going to maintain the midfield of Bruno, Ugarte, and Mount. That's what I think. He's going to start because obviously Eriksen doesn't have the legs to do the job. I think he's going to maintain that midfield through. Obviously Mazraoui is going to be there. Delete has been very, very good. He has been consistent in his performance, like reading the ball.
Talking about Mason Mount, we know that he was part of the 3 at the back that won the Champions League in 2021, right? That's what I'm going to say, 2021. Part of the back 3, that's Thomas Tuchel. Do you feel that this formation can bring the best out of Mount?
Yeah, obviously, because it's a formation that requires. We know the kind of footballer Mason is. Mason he's technically good, but he's the kind of guy who has maybe too much energy. So the more rooms there are for him to run and charge and win tackles. It's sort of like with every tackle, with every tough play, with every dash down, he's sort of like animated and sort of like inspired or gingered to do much more. So I think it's going to, maybe not in front of goals, but he had a clear one yesterday, really. A very good attempt in the first half, but maybe not in front of goals, but just in the level of energy he brings to the middle of the park, pairing up with Ogate and then having Bruno be more comfortable, to just enjoy himself in the number 10 role. So I want to believe that, yeah, I just hope he stays fit, really, because the last 1 year, the last 1 year and a half has really been a terrible one for Mason. Speaking of his injury woes, so I just hope that he's able to stay fit and then pick up a couple of games in his belt and then become consistent and pick up a decent form again to help the team. But like, I'm just hopeful, really. I'm hopeful. I don't want to be overexcited. A lot have been said over the last 3 years. Again, we'll start off again. A lot has been said. I just want to believe right now there is no hiding place for any of the players. Yeah, neither even is there a hiding place for the coach. And I like the kind of coach he is, his personality. He's very vocal, he's very clear, and he's not shy to, call it what it is. So I think sort of like a Mourinho-esque. I think Mourinho and Van Gaal were the last persons. Mourinho and Van Gaal were the last persons that sent us that kind of thing where they weren't shy to tell you whatever they needed to tell you, how it was, how it looked, how they saw it, their perspective, and then you make do with it whatever you care. So I just hope this is sort of like going to trickle down into the dressing room. The likes of Rashford, no hiding place again for them. Casemiro, no hiding place for him any longer. Maguire, the rest of them, no hiding place for them. Anthony, no hiding place for them. Luke Shaw, for me, I don't think there's any reason to extend Luke Shaw's contract. I think Manchester United should begin to look how they sort of like either gradually introduce Harry Amas into the team or look for someone, because I think I watch Harry Amas almost every weekend. Almost every other weekend I watch Harry, and so I'm just hopeful that he's got that energy, he's got that legs, he's got the creativity. He can really do well as that left wing back. He's got that pace. I think the only thing that he's going to have to learn, but then he's going to need a couple games at the senior level, is his defensively. Sometimes he sort of like switches off. I think that's what, from what I've observed, he sort of like switches off and sort of like banking on his pace most of the times. And at the top tier of football, it wouldn't always work out for you that way. So, but I think with proper coaching also, he'll be better in his positioning thing. So I just think that we have well over seven to nine injury-proof players in that team, which is very bad for that side. It's very bad.
Before we go, do you have any prediction
against Everton?
Yes.
Against Everton.
Winning. The last time you said to win. The last time against Bodogli, you said before the game, you said Manchester United were going to win comfortably. And my brother,
yeah, I said 2-1, 3-0. Am I right, or something like that? I said 3-1. Is it 2-0, 3-1, something like that? But like
2-1, 3-1.
But it's does Cavell play? Are you aware?
I'm not sure. I've not seen any news.
So if Cavell in place, I reckon a 2-1, 3-1. If he doesn't play, 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not saying he's going to have to score us, but there's something his presence does for Everton. I just don't know why, but like there's something his presence just does for that team about in terms of goals. So if Cavell plays, I'll reckon it 3-1. Else, I think a 2-0. The 2-0 is good. Yeah, really.
All right,
it's going to be good for our confidence before we head to Emirates. Gosh, man, the game in Emirates is going to be a thriller, really. It's going to be mouth-watering because, like, I think Arsenal have been lucky. The last two games last season, man, I felt so bad. Like, they just, particularly the second game of the season, they were just like, they played a dilapidated Manchester United side, and for me, I just felt they were just having an excellent season. They sort of like outdid themselves last season, and luck was just on their side in both games. I think the first game was a 3-2 win, and the second game was a 1-0. Was it 1-0 or 2-1, something like that, last season?
The first one was 3-1.
3-1?
3-1.
No,
Yeah.
it's not 3-1.
Rashford scored. Rashford scored. Odegaard equalized. Then who against?
Oh yeah, the 9 minutes goal
9 minutes
counter when
attack.
Manu
Yeah.
was high. Yeah, when Manu was high.
So it
Yeah,
was 3
yeah.
3-1 1-0.
3-1-1-0. Man, like I felt so bad. But obviously, that's not a small club. They can't win nothing. They just rack up points for nothing, really. Just rack up points just for points' sake. So nothing really comes out there. So
All right, then. Thank you very much. I'll see you after the
yeah.
Everton game.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, Ahmed. Yeah. Bless.